Talking about books real quick and continuing on that, what kind of books, like let's say 3 books, you would really recommend for fathers who are trying to look more towards that healthy lifestyle?
Oh man. Oof. Hmm. I can't think of that off the top of my head. I might have to have you put those in the links.
That's fine. That's no
Yeah.
problem. I
Yeah,
actually,
I might actually have to do that because I think a lot of times I'm thinking of a lot of mindset books. I'm thinking of things like the 50th Law.
great book.
I'm thinking of things like the Science of Getting Rich. And the reason why I would urge someone to do mindset work first is because if this person is looking to get started, they inherently know what to do. They know that maybe they need to exercise more. They know that maybe they need to cut back on the sweets or cut back on the fried foods. And oftentimes reading books, there's so many directions, or it's follow this way to do this. And for someone new, you don't really want them to be pigeonholed into something that they feel constricted about. You want them to just do very basic things and really get their psychology around changing their life and changing their health. But I will share a few health books though.
That's awesome. A mindset book, yeah, I love 50.
Oh, I know one. It's sleep. It's How We Sleep by Dr. Matthew Walker.
All right.
Yeah,
Great.
you'll really respect sleep after you read that book.
Nice. Well, thanks for sharing that. That's always important. Yeah, I've been recently actually, my parents read a lot. Like they have a freaking library,
Mm-hmm.
and I might have owned until, let's not lie, let's say 1 year ago, I maybe owned like 4 or 5 books. Like I'm talking about like books, not not my martial arts kind of explanation, but
Yeah.
like real books with high value. And 50 Law is actually the book that I've now, in a short period of time, read twice and listened to twice as well.
Yeah.
It's such an insight in regards to the mindset, and especially what you mentioned is like the way we live. And I especially enjoyed the last part where he's talking about death, and the sense of urgency. That just made a huge impact on me as a father, a husband, and an entrepreneur.
Yeah,
So
and I think about that stuff because I'm currently not a father, but in the future, there's a high likelihood that I will. And so I think about taking care of myself now because I want to pass on the healthiest set of genes that I can, because there's a thing called epigenetics that, what you're going to pass on to your kids, kind of how your current physiology is right now. And so I don't want to set up the kid already with a few check marks against him that makes his life harder growing up, or it makes him predisposed to certain issues. So I really want to put him in the best conditions as he's coming into the world.
I didn't know that either. That's good to know.
Yeah. So, luckily, I told my mom that she did a pretty good job for what she knew. I looked, she told me about her diet and everything. And so, there's not too many things that, she passed on. She's a little high strung. So that's kind of like why I had to really learn how to handle stress and etc. because, she was that kind of person. So, but, those kind of little things matter. That's what we talked about earlier, is really looking at the big picture and expanding outside of this present moment, and think about, you're not just eating for yourself. You're not just taking care of your body for yourself, and you.
Hey man, I hope you got all the information out of this that you were looking for. If so, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you hit the bell, then every time we come out with a new video, you will be informed. For now, thanks for listening, and I hope to see you soon.